Today we will learn the concept of software testing lifecycle and gain an insight into different phases of the lifecycle. Software testing lifecycle, STLC, is a sequence of specific activities conducted during the testing process to ensure software quality goals are met. STLC involves both verification and validation activities. It consists of a series of activities carried out methodologically to help certify your software product. Let's look at the different phases of software testing lifecycle. The first phase is requirement analysis phase, followed by test planning, then test case development, then environment setup, then test execution, and finally test cycle closure. Let's understand these phases in detail. Starting with the requirement analysis phase. During this phase the team understands the requirements and identifies the requirement and scope for testing. Team may reach out to business stakeholders to understand requirements in details. Once the requirement is understood and testing scope determined, the team then prepares a RTM or Requirement Traceability Matrix, which map requirements to high-level scenarios. The next phase is the test planning phase. During this phase the QA manager works on the test plan strategy, determining the effort and cost estimates for the project. Test environment, out-of-scope requirements and the testing timeline is also determined during this phase. The two main outcomes from this phase are the test plan strategy and the test estimation document. The next phase in the test case development phase. During this phase, the team works on the development of low-level granular test cases and automation scripts if applicable. The team will also prepare test data and refine it to meet the preconditions. The outcomes of this phase are the test cases and the test data for execution. The next phase is test environment setup phase. During this phase, the QA team gets the environment from development team along with the hardware infrastructure. Team works on test data setup based on the test plan and performs initial smoke tests to make sure the environment is stable for test execution. The outcomes of this phase are a stable environment setup and the smoke test results. The next phase is the test execution phase. During this phase, the team works on the execution of test cases in the test environment using test data setup in previous phase. Defects are identified, reported and retested after fixing during this phase. The main outcomes of this phase are the test case execution results and the defects report. The final phase of the software testing lifecycle is the test cycle closure. During this phase, test case execution is completed and the team works on the test closure report and documents the analysis of reported defects and test practices implemented during the test execution. QA team decides on go/no-go of the software product to production environment. The outcomes of this phase is the test closure report and the test metrics. With this we have reached to the end of this session. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you have liked the video and also don't forget to subscribe for more such informative videos on software testing. Thank you.